Welcome back to Be Inspired from Life. There comes a moment in every person's journey when everything begins to shift. Not because the world changed, but because they did. The moment you change how you see yourself is the moment your life quietly starts moving in a new direction. Your future, your peace, your confidence, and even your belief in yourself are all shaped by one thing: your self-image. Most people spend years trying to control their surroundings. They chase better relationships, more money, recognition, and happiness. But they overlook the most important battlefield, the one inside their own mind. You cannot build a powerful life while seeing yourself as powerless. You cannot expect respect when deep down you don't believe you deserve it. Here's a truth many people avoid. You don't attract what you want in life. You attract what you believe you are worthy of. You can dream endlessly, but if your inner voice keeps telling you that you're not enough, your reality will always reflect that belief. Life responds to how you perceive yourself. When you see yourself as weak, life gives you situations that confirm it. When you see yourself as strong, life challenges you, but it also strengthens you. Too many people allow their past to define them. A mistake becomes an identity. A failure becomes a label. Rejection becomes proof that they're unworthy. Slowly, they start seeing themselves through the opinions of others. And without realizing it, they surrender control over their own identity. But listen carefully. You are not your past. You are not your worst moment. You are not the words someone spoke when they were angry, insecure, or hurt. You are more than what happened to you. You are still standing. And that alone says something powerful about you. Every person who ever achieved something meaningful had to see it internally, before it became visible externally. Before they were respected, they respected themselves. Before they succeeded, they believed they were capable. The world didn't give them confidence, they built it first. The way you walk, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself sends a message long before you say a word. People can sense self-doubt. They can also feel self-belief. And the moment your inner image changes, your outer world starts responding differently. So ask yourself this question and answer it honestly. When you look at yourself, what do you see? Because the answer to that question determines everything that comes next. And if you think changing how you see yourself is difficult, wait until you hear what happens when you don't, because that's where most people lose their future without even realizing it. When you wake up every morning and look in the mirror, you're making a choice, whether you realize it or not. You're choosing how to define yourself. Some people see only their losses, their regrets, and the moments they wish they could erase. Others see someone who survived what was meant to destroy them. Both perspectives exist, but only one will move you forward. Too many people live trapped in old chapters of their life. They replay mistakes that can no longer be changed. They allow pain to speak louder than progress. They let fear convince them that growth is no longer possible. But the people who break free are the ones who finally decide that their past is a lesson, not a life sentence. You are not behind. You are not too late. And you are not disqualified because you struggled. Failure does not mean you are finished. Pain does not mean you are broken. Scars do not mean weakness. They mean healing. The strongest people are not those who never fell. They are the ones who learned how to rise with wisdom. What holds most people back is not lack of ability, it's the language they use with themselves. I can't. I'm too old. It's too late. I'm not good enough. These words may sound harmless, but they slowly build invisible walls around your potential. The truth is, it's never too late to redefine yourself. You can begin again today, not tomorrow, not next year, but now. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need validation to improve. You only need a new decision. Your life will always rise or fall to the level of your self-image. If you believe you deserve better, you'll reach higher. If you believe you're worthy of respect, you'll stop tolerating disrespect. But if you believe you're not enough, you'll keep accepting less than what your heart knows is possible. This isn't just motivation, it's survival. You cannot build a meaningful life while secretly believing you don't belong. You must repair the image within before expecting change around you. Once your inner view shifts, your choices shift. You stop chasing approval. You stop explaining yourself to people who never listened. You stop apologizing for having standards, and for the first time you begin walking like someone who knows their value. But understanding this truth is only the beginning, because next, we need to talk about how your energy speaks before you ever open your mouth. Imagine two people entering the same room. The first walks in quietly. Their shoulders are tense. Their eyes avoid contact. Inside, they're thinking, "I don't belong here." They stay silent, hoping not to be noticed. And most of the time, they aren't. Now imagine another person walking into that same room. They stand tall. They breathe deeply. They believe they deserve to be there. They smile. They speak clearly. Nothing about the room changed. Only their self-perception did. That's how life works. Your energy introduces you before your words ever do. If you see yourself as small, the world will treat you that way. If you carry yourself with self-respect, people feel it. Confidence is not arrogance. It's alignment with your worth. Many of us were taught the wrong story growing up. We were told we weren't smart enough, strong enough, or capable enough. We compared ourselves constantly. Over time, those voices became our own. But now, as an adult, it's your responsibility to rewrite that narrative. You must replace old lies with new truth. Sometimes healing begins with forgiveness, not of others, but of yourself. Forgive yourself for the times you accepted less. Forgive yourself for staying silent. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you know now. Growth starts when self-punishment ends. Your mistakes didn't ruin you, they refined you. Your losses didn't end you, they redirected you. Every setback carried wisdom, even if you couldn't see it at the time. You must learn to see yourself as a work in progress, not a finished failure. Speak to yourself with the same patience you'd give someone you love. Tell yourself, "I'm learning, I'm improving, I'm becoming stronger." Stop comparing your journey to others. You don't know their private struggles and they don't know yours. Your path is unique and so is your timing. Also, be mindful of the voices around you. Some people remember the old version of you and feel uncomfortable when you grow. Not everyone deserves access to your future. When you change your language, your actions follow. When you change your identity, your life follows. And now comes the most important shift of all, the moment when belief turns into purpose and confidence turns into calling. You may not control what others think of you, but you always control what you believe about yourself. You may not change the world overnight, but you can change your mindset today. And that change sets everything else in motion. For years, many people underestimate themselves. They shrink their dreams. They silence their potential. But the moment you truly recognize your worth, there is no going back. Once you know your value, you stop begging for acceptance. Once you believe in your strength, failure loses its power over you. When you see yourself as capable, purposeful, and chosen, everything shifts. You stop chasing validation and start chasing meaning. You stop living in fear and start walking in faith, and people will notice. They'll say you seem different, more confident, more peaceful, more alive. But what they won't realize is that nothing external changed. Something internal finally woke up. Every day, remind yourself that you don't need perfection, you need progress. You don't need approval, you need persistence. You don't need everything figured out, you need the courage to take the next step. Look at yourself and speak truth. I am enough. I am healing. I am capable. My life is still unfolding. Say it until it becomes real, because belief always comes before transformation. From this day forward, choose to see yourself differently. Treat yourself with respect. Speak to yourself with kindness. Refuse to let the world define you. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. You are not lost. You are being guided. You are not behind. You are being prepared. The moment you change how you see yourself, you'll realize something powerful. The world has been waiting for the real you all along. Walk with faith. Speak with strength. Live with purpose. And remember this: your future doesn't begin when circumstances change. It begins the moment you do. If this message inspired you, like, share, and subscribe to be inspired from life. Your journey is just getting started.